This gen, open world games have gotten bigger and better, with more fancy graphics and deeper worlds to explore, but there's one thing about this genre that's always annoyed me, and that is fast travel. Because, let's face it, it's never really fast travel, is it? It's more slightly quicker travel, usually accompanied by a long wait on a boring ass loading screen as you wait for that bar to slowly come to life and start filling up. But my god, look how far it's gotta go. Jesus, that's gonna take fucking forever. So, you sit there and you wait, staring blankly at the screen, and you think to yourself, What the fuck am I doing here? I could be playing the game right now, exploring the lands, maybe uncovering a nice little side mission I didn't know about, or some random event, or just having fun in the environment killing enemies. But no, instead I'm stuck looking at this boring ass loading screen that just won't fucking go. Come the fuck on, I swear it's just stopped now.
Are you fucking kidding me?
God's sake. And then just as you think it's crashed, it finally kicks into life and suddenly jumps forward a bit, but then there's that tiny little last bit that it just takes ages to do, and then eventually, after almost a minute of just waiting on this screen, it finally fucking loads in. Fast travel my arse. And to make matters worse with Horizon, that you can't just fast travel to anywhere, any place at any time, because it's actually a resource that you can actually run out of, so you have to even craft another one or go and buy them from the shops. So essentially you're wasting your resources on a fast travel pack to stare at a loading screen for a minute. What the fuck? And it has gotten better with some games this gen. The Assassin's Creed ones have got slightly faster, especially when compared to the PS3 days where you just sat running around in that fucking white void for fucking ever until you got there. But even some of the early Assassin's Creeds on this console were still really slow, and Assassin's Creed Unity just puts you on a boring black screen. I mean, I would rather be running around the fucking environment at this point, because it's always in games where traversal is fun, I find, that the fast travel's just bullshit. I mean, Assassin's Creed, you're better off just running around, because sitting on that boring load screen is just not fun at all. There's just no effort there, look, it's just a black screen with some saving, loading icon in the corner. I mean, fucking hell, Ubisoft, Jesus. I'd rather be running around in that white void, at least I had something to do at that point. This is just boring, and my god, does it take an absolute age. And I don't know what the new ones are like, Odyssey and Origins, but fuck me, these ones are bad. And it's not just Assassin's Creed either. More modern one like Wolfenstein Youngblood, which came out like last year or the year before, that one takes ages. That's nearly a minute as well. That one takes a good 40-50 seconds to load, and even before the patch to actually fix that, it was even longer. It's just an absolute joke, man. Fast travel should be just that, fast, near instantaneous. Ugh, finally. Shame it's a shit game. How about you, Assassin's Creed? Are we there yet? Fucking hell. And then finally we get there, look. But the guy's asleep, so he just falls off the fucking roof. Oh, what happened? Even some of the first party games aren't great, but Days Gone is actually quite surprisingly good if you fast travel to a close by location. The load times are quite short, though again we are stuck on a boring black screen with a bit of text, and then the Deacon's Ring, the loading icon as it spins around, so that is quite good. But if you were to go to the other end of the map, that's a much longer wait. But in the world of Days Gone, you're probably safer fast travelling, really, because anything can get you when you're on your bike, anything at all. In terms of this gen though, SpiderMan and Ghost of Tsushima are the best fast travels I've seen. Ghost of Tsushima's one is really, really fast. Loading in general is really fast, and fast travel definitely lives up to its name in that game. Spider-Man's one is a tiny bit slower, I feel, but that one actually does something cool with the loading screen, as it plays these really fun little scenes of Spider-Man on a subway train as he travels to his destination. That is how you do it, something interesting and fun to see, and there's a few different versions of it, so every fast travel early on you're gonna see a new one every other time you do it, so it's fun to do. You're not just sitting on some boring loading screen, and while web slinging around the city is absolutely brilliant, you don't mind if you want to quickly fast travel, because at least you're going to see a fun little cutscene play out. I don't know, maybe it's just me, maybe I'm just being anal about it, but it's just something that's always bugged me about the term fast travel, because it's not really fast travel, because in the worst case games, I often feel like I could have just travelled there myself quicker, and when you feel like that, I feel like they've just failed to implement a good fast travel, because you know they want it to be only like a handful of seconds, not nearly a minute, and it's just really disappointing when it happens like that sometimes. Like Tomb Raider, look at this one. You're just staring at this boring ass loading screen. It's not fun. There's nothing interesting to see. You're just bored, and I always regret fast travelling when it's like this. In games like Spider-Man, it's brilliant because it's quick, and Ghost of Tsushima as well. It was just easy to nip to and from places quickly after you've explored them and got to that location, but fucking hell. I mean, I don't know. It's just something that I hope gets improved next gen, because at the minute I still don't think it's quite there. I mean, it's definitely an improvement over the PS3, Xbox 360 gen. They were really worse, especially the Assassin's Creed as I mentioned, but there's still stinkers like Mirror's Edge here that takes a while, and I don't really know why that one takes so long, because the Mirror's Edge world for the sequel was just shit. Half the graphics were missing, and the PS3 version looked better than that. What were they doing there? Anyway, there is hope for the future, because PS5 with its external SSD drive thing that they've got going on will drastically reduce loading times, and there's already a sort of PS3 sort of version of Spider-Man that has loading times that are only like 1 or 2 seconds, that is just crazily fast. So when they inevitably release Miles Morales for PS5, hopefully that game will have a near instantaneous fast travel that can be finally called fast travel.